good run.
Yep.
What stands out to you about the 9 freshmen, the newcomers, after having a fall with them and now a few days here?
I would say, I mean, their athleticism is, it's a great recruiting class in that sense and what they're bringing athleticism-wise. But we started the season going to London, first international trip that we've ever taken, and for connection. And I think that in the beginning it was connection with the freshmen, and now it's morphed into connection with the whole team. So, obviously on the softball field, excited about what they bring skill set wise and their passion and energy. But now they've let their guard down, and we are like one unit, and we've done a lot of team things together. So I don't feel like we're freshmen anymore. It's one team and getting after it. So I just appreciate their maturity on that side.
What do you do to identify when you listen to your starters and you're looking at one freshman group who could be the best on the field, or who you feel like they could earn their spot in the rotation?
Yeah, I mean, we knew we had 9 seniors graduate last year, so it's a hockey shift essentially, as we've kind of moved these guys in. So I think the mindset in the beginning was like, the game doesn't know you're a freshman, so how can we get you comfortable enough? So having Issa and Ash talk about the failure piece is like, you have returners that have been through it. You don't know what you're getting ready to go through opening day, and then 3 months later you're trying to play for a national championship, right? That's the goal, right? So it's like, can we get them comfortable enough to be able to endure that part on that side? So I think they're all just, what do you need from me, team, and what do you need from me, coaches? And that's been their mindset the whole time. And I would say that their vulnerability right now and their communication right now is because there's comfort from the returners. So I don't think there's any starter or any of that stuff going through their mind. They're just like, I want to be the best for the team. And I love that mindset with this group right now.
We talk about the returners and the leadership that they bring. Obviously, they're also replacing some leadership, a big personality from behind the plate that's no longer here. But what had they done, and how have you seen them? Because we're talking about the freshmen. They were those freshmen a couple of years ago. Mm-hmm. Now they're taking that role. How have you seen them embrace that?
Yeah, I think it's been tremendous. They were workers. We knew they were workers. I think the staff does a really good job of connecting with our incoming kids. So we've got commits from juniors and seniors in high school right now that we communicate with quite a bit. So they knew what they were getting into. I just think we got a little jump start by that 2-week trip to London, got a chance to get after here. So we took some time to have them share. Issa, share your stories. Ashton, share your stories, and of course you're going to go through it, but maybe the gap of being in that I need to perform and I feel alone is a lot shorter than most freshmen go through. So, yeah.
Was the getting more athletic intentional? Was that something you guys want to do when you looked at putting together that class?
No, it's just been a weird, you guys know this, right? NIL kicks in, we get rosters of 25 now in softball. Our recruiting dates have changed. It's just kind of been weird how this is started to come. 9's a big class. It's a really big class. So I don't think there's intention to go out and create a 9-person class. It just happened to kind of form like that, and all of a sudden here we are 9-9 on that shift. So we are, we have a couple injuries and possible couple red shirts mixed in there too, which is part of the attrition of a season. But yeah, I would say the one thing that's going to stick out with this group is just our speed and our versatility. And that's, you're going to see quite a few different lineups, and we've got the ability to play in different spots and push the bases, and that's pretty exciting. So it might be getting back to what we used to be, versus maybe some of the power numbers that we would have. But we'll see that as we get to the end of February.
You talked about the player mobility now in college sports.
Yeah.
Does it make you appreciate more that when you do have players that you have some continuity, and because it's not guaranteed anymore, really?
Yeah. It was the one intention we did have is not to jump into the portal this year. We didn't want to stunt the growth of the 9 freshmen, and we wanted to give them the opportunity to grow because we knew how athletic and good they were. And so I think by jumping into the portal, it does kind of it's tough to have continuity when you do that. So you have freshmen trying to figure themselves out. You have someone come in and try to prove themselves with collegiate experience, and you have returners that, are driven. And so we just eliminated that early and just said, let's go with what we have. And, I think right now I feel really good with where we're at, but I know as we get into the season, we'll feel even better because, they're going to be the ones out there, and they don't have to feel uncomfortable that transfers trying to figure out their way in here, and our returners trying to connect with them and the freshmen. So yeah, I think continuity on that side is a big decision for us, and I'm glad we did that.
How's Kennedy Harp doing, and what's her prognosis moving forward?
Great, she's full go. I don't know if some of you guys saw out there, but she's getting after it. So we're slow. I mean, as much as she wants to get out the gates right now, I'm still like kind of holding her back a little bit. But she's been tremendous from when she got injured to where she is now. She's just been, her mindset has been out, you know, get as healthy as I can to be out there. So yeah, she's swinging it and running it and getting after it. So she's good go.
How much was she able to do in the fall, or?
Yep, no playing in the fall at all. We got towards the end of the fall, and she had about a week of live that she could do. But yeah, no, it's been definitely over break, her commitment, and then this is her fall right now. I'm getting after it. But you guys have been around Kennedy, as joyful as she is. She's just grateful for the opportunity, and you know, she's spent a lot of time in the classroom with me and watching video and doing what she could on the other side of it to increase her game, and so I think that'll all pay off for us. Yeah.
Kenna Reed had an interesting last season.
Yep.
What's the expectation moving forward with her?
Full go. She's another one that has gotten herself in a really good spot health-wise, and ready to give it all her senior year, and has done great growing off the field just as much as she has on the field. So, you know, we have 7 pitchers. We have a ton of different looks, you know, maybe a few with a little less experience, but like I said, all those freshmen, we're going to get them experience and go to it. So I think, you know, McKenna's got some experience pitching at the World Series, and she shared a little bit of that, but she also wants to get herself back to be consistent out here too. So yeah, so they're all going to get opportunities, and all going to get after it.
It sounds like you guys have some versatility defensively.
Yep.
Is that something that you'll mix and match with for a while, or do you have an idea of what you want to do?
No, don't have an idea. Yeah, I think you know, we probably have the most depth we've ever had maybe in the outfield. You know, I think the infield's pretty stable, and then depth behind the plate. I mean, Michaela was a beast in that sense, so she could handle a lot. You know, Maddie Fry into her senior year has a lot of experience. Bella redshirted last year, and Anna coming in as a freshman. I think those 3 are all legit and all bring something good to us. So we're gonna have to figure out how to manage that throughout the season. So I would say outfield and behind the dish are probably gonna be the areas, and then just the rotation of what we're gonna do in the circle, where I think the infield's gonna be pretty solid on that side. So yeah, no, I think our mindset has always been, let's get to the end of February and kind of see where it's at. So we'll have some different lineups to go through February. Really great schedule we have in February, so we're going to toe up against some really good teams, and you know, we'll be able to shake it down by the end of February and kind of figure out what lineups we need to go with.
Anything else for Coach?